Leo Terrell is interested in justice in specific cases. He's interested in holding powerful politicians, public figures, police officers accountable for misdeeds and what he believes are injustices. And he has represented many, many individuals against these various institutions, including police departments. And he was among the first to come out and say that he was proud of the way that the Minneapolis, the Minnesota, and Trump administrations reacted immediately and in coordination to deal with the bad cop and to promote justice for George Floyd. And so Leo Terrell is an honorable man. He's an honest man. I don't always agree with him. But he is a man of faith in this country and faith in the judicial system. He doesn't seek to overthrow the country. He's not interested in changing our economic system. He wants to hold specific people accountable for bad things. And he is furious with what's taking place in this country. The rioting, as he points out, is affecting black neighborhoods, destroying black businesses, pushing capital and investments out of black neighborhoods. And he is furious with this because he's well aware that Antifa is a mostly white operation, quite frankly. He's well aware of the radical elements of Black Lives Matter. He's aware of all this, and he has no stomach for any of it. He has no stomach for Sharpton either. Cornel West is a man of the university, tenured in 2 Ivy League schools, or was. And he's used to students listening to him. He has a story to tell. I think it is utterly dishonest. He has a way about him that is very alluring, very friendly way about him. He's been on CNN, he's been on Fox, he's been on other networks in the last 10 days, and you have to ask yourself why. He's pushing an ideology which is very hostile to our founding. He has very little relationship to what's going on in these communities today. You see, Leo Terrell is in these communities. LeBron James is not. Cornel West is not. Greg Popovich is not. Steph Curry is not. They may go there on Thanksgiving to hand out turkeys, but a lot of these guys have left these communities. They have no intention of going back. You know, I did a Google search, LeBron James's homes, because he's making himself front and center on this issue. And he is trying to create almost a martyr-like or iconic-like figure around himself. This guy has multiple mansions. He's got car collections that include Lamborghinis and so forth and so on. I don't begrudge it at all, man. Go for it. Run for it. And he deserves it. He's the greatest basketball player in America. He deserves it. But when you trash the people, your fans, who are sitting there, who are paying your salary, who are paying so you can live in the lap of luxury, so you can live with, may I say, systemically racist individuals in systemically racist communities, sending your kids to systemically racist schools. Isn't that right? If you listen to it, then you have to answer for that. On the air for the last several nights, I have said on radio, so everyone at ESPN can hear me, and some of my friends who work there can hear me, I am prepared to come on ESPN and sit there with 3 of your best and brightest commentators or athletes to discuss this. I don't get invited. The first question out of my mouth would be, where do you live? Next question would be, where do you send your kids to school? Why? Because it's one thing to talk and to put out videos. It's another thing to do the walk. If you leave Akron, Ohio, as LeBron James did, why don't you go back to the community you come from and have a home there? Live there. Send your kids to school there. Or if you're in LA, why are you living in Brentwood? See, it's not about racism. It's about economics. And I say this over and over and over again. Poverty is a horrible, horrible thing. And until we confront it in the inner cities, and by the way, not just the inner cities, in Appalachia and other places, in ways that have a potential to raise the lives of people, so they don't have to worry about if food's on the table, so that they can live in a decent home and keep it maintained, so they have regular and predictable transportation, so they can provide for safety for their children, then nothing else matters. Nothing else matters. And until the inner cities, which are controlled with an iron fist by Democrats and have been for half a century, by corrupt mayors, how many of them have been indicted? Look at Baltimore, it's one after another, who benefit from this socialist, government-centric economic model, we're not going to have prosperity and opportunity in these communities.